Hello friend, welcome back. In our previous video, we successfully load one of the form, and into the form area, I added one of the input field as a title, another our text area field as a details, right? So right now I don't have any database as I told you. So right now we cannot actually insert that data because here I didn't add any backend language. So in our blog, into the blog area with our JSON API data, I fetch all that data and here I visible it. And now I want to actually share all that process, how can actually insert that data. So literally we will use it in our project. So for doing this, first of all, here we have to set all the data in our state, right? So now that is our right post. So now go to our right post. So into the right post area, that is our render. So here we have to first of all add one of the states. So I want to state, right? That is state, and into the state area I want to pass two of this our field data. That means here I want to take two of this property. I want to take one of the property as a title, right? That is a title. And also first of all I want to make the things as a empty, and then another one. So they have the another one as a body, right? So that is our response data, sorry, body, right? So here I have already get two of this data. So that is one of the title, another is the body, right? So now first of all we have to state it. So state our property name I declared as a title and the body, and also I want to make the things as empty. So now we have to pass it with our onChars method, right? So here that means that is our input field. Better here I added onChars, right? There is a on and then chars. And here into the onChars method area, here we have to pass it. So here we have to first of all we have to pass our event, right? So if you actually add only one argument, then you can add that things with directly as an event, rather than if you have that multiple argument, then you can use that this first bracket. Okay, so right now I have only want to pass one, that means one argument as an event, so you can use that e rather than you can use that event. So as I told you before, I think you already know about it. So now then our function, that means the array function, into the array function area, here we have to pass our set states. Because of all, here we have to pass that value, right? So if you want to pass that value, then you have to with the this and then our set, that means the set states, and into the set states area. So here I want to pass our this property value. So that is actually our title. So here that is a title. So I just simply pass the title. So with this title here we have to pass our which we have to pass our event. So right now I make the things as event. So this event value we have to pass, right? So that will be as event. That will be as event, and into this event then our target, right? That is a target and then value. So I just simply pass that our event target value. So which things I have already discussed about that things with you, friend. I hope it's very much clear to you. So now we have to do the same things. We have to do the same things. So better I just simply copy it, and now we have to add that things in our text area, that means here. So after this I just simply paste it. Okay, so I just simply paste it. So here it should be the same as the event. These our set, with the set states method we have to pass our this value. So our value in our property, so for this one I have named it as a body, right? So that is actually our body property. So now I want to pass it. So I just simply pass it our body, all that value to our state, that means to our state, and then our this property, that means the body area. So now first of all I want to check it, like that means our this value is perfectly getting that data or not. So I want to actually visible it on here. Okay, so here if you want to check it, then what exactly you have to do, that is a this and then our this, because from here I pass it, right? So from here I pass our title event, there is a target value with our set states, that means it's actually pass that value to our this array, that means this states, and this is a title array. So now I want to actually visible that our this value. So if you want to visible it, that is this and then our this states and then our this title. So I just simply add the title, and also I want to visible our details. So here I want to do that is a this and then states and then our body. So that means in our details this states and then body, right? So first of all I want to check it, like I just click as a save all, and now if you refresh it, and now here I put anything. Yeah, you can see it's now perfectly getting that value, right? So, and also the details, yeah, it's perfectly getting all that value. That means we successfully pass our this data, that means our this value data to our this states, and there is our array, that means the title area, that means the property as a title and the body, right? So we successfully checked it, so it's perfectly now working. So friend, I hope you can well understand about it. So now I want to check it to our form. So into the form area, I want to add one of the our on submit method. That means into the form area I added as a on submit, right? Into the on submit method I have already discussed about that things with you, friend. Now you can see actually we are using it, and we will use more things in our project. So as I told you, when you actually step by step complete this course, and after end of this course you will be very well understand about that React.js. Okay, so now I want to actually pass it. So here if you want to pass it, what exactly you have to do? Here we have to pass it without this, and I just want to this. And here I want to create one of the method as a form submit, whatever you want. So right now I just name it as a form submit. So I just name it as a form submit. So now we have to create this method, right? We have to create this method. So that is our steps. After this I just simply create this method as a form submit. So to the form submit area, first of all I want to add one of the array function. So I just put one of the event as a e or event, whatever you want. So right now I just created that function as an array function, and into the array function area, first of all our this event will be as a fixed, that means prevent default. So I just simply added the prevent, that means the prevent and the default, right? That is our prevent default, prevent default, right? So into the prevent default area, as I told you before, with this prevent default, that means this page will be not loaded, right? We can actually fix it, and after that I want to actually check it first. I want to check it with some of the alert. So with some of the alert here, I want to visible some of the alert. This is just test, this type of one of the alert I want to use. I want to check it first, like is it as a save all. Now go here, refresh it. Now put another title, put some of the description, click at the submit. Yes, you can see also our on submit function is perfectly working, right? That means our on submit method is working. So now you can see it's now showing our alert. That means when our form is submitted, I added one of the method as a form submit. So into the form submit area I created one of the array function, and this page will be fixed, and also I added on the alert. So this alert is now visible. That means right now here we can actually pass our post method, right? So if you go to our Js, into the Js, so there is actually our get for get all the data. So when you want to insert the data, so that is actually the post, right? So that is actually the simple things. Right now I just simply copy it, and now here we can actually use it. So after that means our this function is working. So here I just simply paste it. I hope each and everything is very much clear to you, friend. So here if you want to use that Js, first of all you have to load it. That means here we have to import our Js, and then the from, and from our that means the package as a Js. So that is our Js. First of all you have to load it, right? So here make that sure you load it, and then so that is our Js post, first name, last name. So with this Js here we can actually define where exactly this post will be redirected. Okay, that means when this will be submitted, where exactly it should be redirected. So in Laravel we use some of the URL, right? So here we define some of the URL, then it should be redirected to some of the controller. So right now I don't have any database, as I told you, for the reasons here I just simply shared that part. Okay, that means this portion actually work for, where exactly it should be redirected. So I just put some of the note for you. This post is means where this URL will be redirected. Okay, that means where this URL will be redirect with a specific this one, and this one is for all that our value. That means into the first step where exactly it should be redirected with which value. So that's all that actually value. So here I just put that note for you. It means actually all that value all that value which it will take, right? That means first of all it will be redirected to a specific this URL, and when it will be redirected to this URL, also from here we pass out the data, right? Like here that is our title data, so I just added that name as a title and also added that name as a body. So this body value data also it will be redirected, so that is a clear part here we have to add. So for the reasons here I added as a all that value which will take this data. Okay, so both of these will be the just like the same, and this portion as I told you it should be used for success, right? So it should be used for success. So it will be used for success, and this portion is used for error, right? So this one portion is used for error. That means when it should be success, then it should be directed to our this portion area. When it should be get any error, then it should be directed to our this catch, that means catch function, and here it should be directed on particular that area, right friends? So that's all actually the main things. Like that is actually our XJS. So from here you can actually it should be redirected to some of the specific page, and then all that our property data, that means here. So I have already checked it, right? I have already checked it with our states, all that data. So here I pass that set, that means the set states data to the value. That means it should be redirected to our this states, and that is the title. So here actually it should be redirected or getting all that our value. That means which data actually you will get. So here actually it should be get this type of one of the title, that means our property name as a title, right? Into the title, and then this states data, that means these states, that is exactly these states and these states, and then title will be, that will be as a title, right? That means this title data, and here that is our title, means actually this field name, that is our title, and this title will be redirected to our these states the value data, which data actually I just passed in our state area. And also it will be just like that same, it should be also just like that same, it should be pass all that our this body data, so it should be as a body, and also these states value data. So from here it should be get all the data, whatever the data you will put in our particular this input field area, and also in our text area. Okay friends, so from here whatever you want to pass, so you will get all the data and pass that things with our specific this URL, that means specific this URL. So as I told you friend, right now I don't have any database for the reasons I didn't complete it. So right now just get some of the idea how that functionality actually work. Okay, so just get that idea, laterly everything will be more clear to you. In our next video I'm going to discuss about that active link, how can working with this active link. I will show you that things with a live example. So thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.